Welcome back to Disco Elysium.
Hey.
So we finished our talking to me.
Yeah. Future dev.
Future dev. Wait, you can't talk to him anymore?
How do I get it?
He's like, nope.
Well, I can talk to him, but I think I exhausted all my.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Dubois.
My best. What's that, Harry?
Find
You're
the
getting
gun.
a bit, my
Find the
dear
gun.
Harry.
Something in the
I
such
rarely
container.
do, Harry. I have people.
That's it. There's just. It's just. Okay, where's
The exit?
Yeah.
It's south. It's down there.
Oh.
Oh, it is? Oh, you're right. What a weird way out.
I know.
Let's get out of here. On a 10 scale of 1 to 10, how much does it hurt having gout?
Gout is possibly the worst pain I've ever had. Most likely the worst pain I've ever had. There are women that have gout, and there's a gout basically like an information support group on Reddit.
Yeah.
There's a woman that was in there. She said, "I've had 3 kids. The gout was worse." Yeah.
What's this dude? Hey, buddy.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Walpine. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Okay.
Worse than the kick in the nuts? Yes. Just like that guy's singing.
Everard, 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 he looks after everyone.
Yeah,
Huh?
Easy Leo sounds about right.
Hey there, how can I help you, mister?
Easy
I
on
see
the
you are
brain.
not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister. Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
I bet he got stabbed a lot growing up in Glasgow.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started.
I fucking hate unions.
It's very, very good.
I hated them
Makes a
before
man
I
feel
became a
so
business
warm
owner.
and
I
happy.
I hated
feel like
being
I could
part of
take
them
on
when I was
Mr.
younger.
Renadan's board
I
dogs
hated
every
dealing with
time
them.
the lunch
All
is
their
done.
fucking bullshit.
Borscht, huh?
I hated the fact they
Never
took my
heard
money
of
and didn't
borscht
give me
that
anything
turns
for it. At
into
least
guys into
through the
dog
taxes I get shit. All right,
Yeah,
I go to the
okay.
doctor's office.
However,
Don't get anything from a fucking union.
All right, old man yelling at cloud.
Fuck.
I do think that, you know, transient young people working minimum wage jobs getting roped in a union policy
Get fucked over
is
unions all the
such
time.
nonsense. I mean, that should be an opt-in thing, honestly.
Yeah. Fish Killer. Fish Killer. We are playing our first time through the game,
Yes,
so there's no
yes.
build. We're just
I'm
playing it
taking
as we
it
want
to
to play
them.
it.
Yeah.
Borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
I'm glad you enjoyed the Final Fantasy 16 video.
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
The borscht is Spike. Okay. Accept it as task.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
he didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Want to keep talking to him?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them. Sure, mister. Bye-bye
I'm
now.
gonna save that before you try it.
And I'll
Hey,
exhaust the
mister.
other.
I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo. Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gate.
Also, this guy
keeping the
is
scabs
annoying,
from
so I don't
coming
want to
in.
keep going with this. I want to cut this
We're
off
on
as
a
much as I
strike.
can.
The whole
This is-
union is. You don't have
We're on
to.
a strike.
No one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent him on a nice vacation. For a week or so. Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling him to take some time off. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know.
Okay,
I
so
haven't
now
been
we
in a fight
have
since I was in
another
middle
lead.
I mean, first of all, the World Economic Forum is not in charge of that flaming.
Easy, Leo.
And secondly, it's called a
Let's
mortgage.
keep this on the hearties.
What kind of route? Let's hear the fight.
I remember I was the runt of the class.
Yeah, I don't know about the other one.
The
That
bigger
might-
boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's
What's
business.
this? Is the guy that killed this
But
character?
Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after that. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm
We already
sure you'll
talked
be
to him.
good
Yeah,
friends.
yeah,
Yes. Everybody
Okay,
needs a
get
job.
through all
and
this
I'm like Mr.
so we can do
Everett's
the,
right-hand
the
man.
skill check.
Actually, Miss Beaufort is
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
a real pretty lady with a skin like those
I don't care
dewy
about that.
sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle, but I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so... Oh, Lizzie. She is a
This
real
guy just
sharp
fucking
tooth, but
talks.
she's a real nice girl. If me missus and me was to have a doctor, Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork.
Well, thanks a lot. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't...
Okay, so where's the roll?
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting. Oh,
Told you.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, it's...
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns.
Yes. I'm taking it to the... Oh,
He didn't actually.
Don't skip
understand
through the
what
things
you
we
meant.
actually want!
And now
No,
he's
I already
just
did that
nodding
one.
along.
I've done everything. I'm trying
Okay,
to.
where's the roll? Yeah.
Oh, I'm just
there it
making
is.
some covers for them containers here.
Everything.
Failure.
Time for some scum.
Dave's gonna save scum.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm just making some covers for them.
Everything.
Doomer, no, I'm not. But it did
hey,
get a
mister.
copyright strike
I'm
anyway,
just
so
making
I'm
some
probably
covers for
gonna
them containers here.
move it
Sure,
over to-
mister.
Oh wait, what about my my glasses?
Your glasses?
My glasses.
I'm gonna move it over to the demonetized channel anyway.
Oh,
Not
hey,
related.
mister.
It's logic, not
I'm just
visual
making some
calculus.
covers for them containers.
Everything is so pretty.
Want some stat boosting
Oh, hey,
clothes?
mister.
How could I do that?
I'm not
Why
gonna
would I do
bother
that?
you with...
One of
I'm
the,
just making some covers for them.
Everything is
Stock
so pretty.
footages in the meritocracy video got flagged.
Oh,
Now,
hey,
where are the
mister.
problems with it, though?
I'm just making some covers for them
Everything
Actually,
is
here,
so
I'll-
pretty
I'll-
and
hold on.
red. You and Leo look like brothers.
I'll send you
as
this,
you
Steven.
glance
Give me a
around
second.
with similar childlike wonder.
For quick load? Oh, thank you. I didn't know there was a quick load button or not.
Oh, hey, mister. Oh, I'm just making some covers for...
Everything.
Threatening with a gun.
Right, now what's it got? Here,
Oh,
here.
hey,
Ah,
mister.
Where are you? Are you
Oh,
on?
I'm just making some covers for them.
What do you call
The
them?
Got it.
containers in the
Good
yard
job.
are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains
You calling
rising
Discord again?
behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think. Oh, no trouble at all,
Are
mister.
they?
No trouble at all.
Wait, chemicals. Are they just hoarding a bunch of explosive material
Oh no.
so they can do the revolution or whatever the fuck? No idea. Okay, I'm still trying to get back.
Yep. Now you have a gate key, so you can go in and out.
Right. I do have a key. password thing again, because that's still too low.
You know how many
Harry.
views the Vosh vid got on my main channel? I think it was a couple 100,000.
Yeah.
On the side channel, it was also a couple 100,000. Yeah, it's at 400,000 on the side channel. Dude, the demonetized channel's at 22,000 subs. Like, this is a channel that can never be monetized because every single video on it is demonetized, specifically.
Yeah. Whoever that wonderful person is.
Whoever that wonderful person is.
Oh, right. This is how you get to measure head. So you're supposed to do this somehow before you even shoot the body down. This is like a potential outcome for this game.
Scab?
What did he just call you? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Hold on.
You a scab now? No, I said scab. A kind of a worm, content with mere survival. They come, they want to do our job for shittier pay, screwing over both themselves and us. Everybody loses. Beats me. Somewhere in the ground, I think. Gotta be bloody stupid or freaking evil to scab. Or I guess scared.
Yeah,
maybe.
I did get killed by
But scared of what?
by
Of
a skill check before.
Personally, I'd rather beg than scab. If the gentleman shouting on the street came begging, maybe they'd have gotten something. We've explained the matters, but they don't listen. This lot would be reasonable and go home if
Okay,
the
it's
big
getting
guy
pretty
wasn't
late.
riling
I'm gonna
him up
have
all
to
the time.
Yep.
go and rest. I'm just trying to get back. That is that's the important thing here.
No, Teleponic, didn't see that. DM it to me.
So this is the real.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop. You just gonna walk away?
Before I do that,
No, just come talk to him later. Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to go. Not here.
Just leave.
Yeah,
Back
there we
on the
go.
road. We'll go put Kitsuragi to bed, and then we'll go pick up those boots.
Yeah.
Wait, Dev.
What?
You need to debrief. Okay, we'll debrief. How do you do it? You just talk to him?
Yes.
Oh, probably go to get the radio. Where's his car again? Yeah, there we go.
It's not wrong if you fail a skill check. It's simply where your
Inside,
story goes.
you see a set of
Failing is
steering
sometimes more
levers, a
entertaining.
radio
or
microphone.
rewards unique
This is
items or
precinct
requests.
57. How may I assist you? Right. Please hold.
10-4, come in. Fireworker, over.
Second floor of the Whirling and Rags on the balcony
Roger
after 10
that,
p.m.
10-10.
For 10,
Yeah.
really?
Well, now it's 10. See, it's...
That's 8.
Oh, shit.
12 plus 8 is
How
20.
do we just wait? Doomer, okay. Doomer. Like, you're way more left than me. But, like, I now have the reputation of being, like, Sargon's communist friend. I'm on the right. It's like, god damn it.
This one does.
I'm not even a fucking communist.
Talk to the lady at the dogs. Oh, right, the lady with the vessel, which I believe was here, past the bookshop.
There's no direct... Fuck you, Gusta. There's no direct route in this game. Literally just go and experience whatever curveball the game throws at you and zap Brannigan your way to goal.
Sexy. Kif, inform the men.
Inform the men that I made it with one.
Inform the men I've made it with a woman. No, sir. Yes, Kif. Alright. Yeah, that was the lady, the lady with the sloop.
A striking woman.
Joyce
leans against the
Messier.
cabin top of her
Hello!
sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf. is
Yeah, we know it's
tied
made by
around her
commies.
throat.
They're
It's
at
a
the
good
game.
game,
They're at
though.
Game Awards.
Here's the thing. People are like, get woke, go broke, get woke, go broke. Like,
Good
get
evening,
woke, go
officers.
broke certainly happens.
I'm
But, like,
Joyce.
this is a good game, and it's being made by leftists, all right? Celeste was a good game. It was made by leftists, all right? Leftists can make good art. They do all the time. The difference
Joyce
is when
L.
they...
Messier.
Is when, like...
I represent the board of
the
Wild
difference
Pines,
is-
Well, it's
the owners
ham-fisted.
of the harbour.
It's not
You
that. It's
gentlemen
when
must be
they're
from the
actually
RCR.
bad at what they're doing, and they use their politics as a cover for them being bad.
I'm glad to see you here.
I think it's go
Like
broke
Steve.
and then go woke.
There is strength
For
there.
YouTubers, it's like that.
If she wanted, she could
After
sink
like a
her nails
YouTuber
deep
peaks, they're
into your
like,
skin.
oh, I'm gonna go woke
I
now.
was
I'm sorry
dispatched
about all
to
my
handle
old
a
stuff.
strike, not a lynching.
I'm sorry.
Anything I can do to assist the
Everyone is
RCM in
like
this
that now.
matter, I...
That
I
is
promise
good to
you,
hear, madame.
I will be
My
racist
colleague
until my
will take the
dying
lead in this
day.
interview.
Which is today.
I should let you know that
That
it is
gunshot?
an
That gunshot?
unusual medical
He's
episode.
coming for you,
Very
bitch.
unusual. But
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at
Okay,
you?
gotcha.
So Kim is basically just gaslighting her.
Yeah.
How
Okay, let's see what
interesting.
she got. What was she have?
I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation.
Well,
and the
talk to her.
full
It's past
cooperation
time,
of the
dude.
Wild Pines group.
No, I'm going to.
You're
Of
gonna
course,
save it?
Detective.
Yes.
You're back.
You're
Good.
on a
Why,
boat.
Yes, I am.
I'm on a boat, motherfucker.
Of course
Okay.
there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around? Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We are on
Okay,
the
yeah, so I
Caillou.
was right. They are in a, well, island nation,
Yeah.
archipelago
Tell me
nation.
woke? Yes, Junior.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
That is a very interesting design.
Yeah.
It's well, okay. So people can sit. They can sit here on the deck itself, but normally you would have seats that are inset.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Brandon.
this is definitely designed for one person. Like,
That's
there's
why
probably,
you
like,
gay, because it feels good to nut.
right? Yeah. So this isn't even much
Those
of a
femboys.
not even much of a cabin either. There's probably like a tiny ass galley.
Yeah,
a little
Dave is
storage.
nerding out over a boat because he grew up on a fucking boat.
That's right.
Dave's a boat bitch.
Seats might go under the deck.
It's
Doesn't
for
like them
crossing
out
long
of the back, yeah.
distances in the greater Revachol industrial hub.
Well, no, that's leading down to the
It's
cabin.
not the time.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands. The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay.
It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing.
Oh.
Though these days, I mainly use it for business.
Can your dad's boat race?
It's a racer cruiser.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. My sister races a boat.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Does she have her own boat now?
She's had that boat for a long time.
I don't know, dude.
That's 'cause
Your
you don't
sister
care.
Moved away 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
but if I've told you stuff and you just forget. So
I have not even remembered
My
that.
sloop?
my sister
I like
and her
it a lot.
husband
I
They own a
enjoyed
boat?
they
this
own
part of the
a
interview.
Good for
It has
they
so
own a
little to
Shark
do with the
26.
model we
So a
investigated.
Shark.
Okay, when we were
model.
kids, you hated going on the boat.
I
You're
did.
like, I want to hang out and hang out with my friends and get blasted.
No. Oh, God, no. That was my
No.
blasted in a video game, maybe.
No, that was in your 20s. No, in like your teens though, you were like, I don't want to go on the boat. You guys go.
Yeah.
I get the house to myself.
Yeah.
I can live it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I could do things for myself. Yeah.
I really do.
Um,
the lieutenant
I got older.
thinks
I grew to
Is she
appreciate
thrown
what I
off
had.
yet?
That's all.
He's looking at the woman.
Officer, I assure you I'm a
And for me,
highly
I got older.
qualified pleasure craft operator.
I'm still the
The
same.
crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull. as she
Yep.
smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but
Dev
two
got older and
insulindic
wiser.
regattas. Even finished ones.
Doomer, if you're still
The other
here,
time
this is
I
a very
would have
dialogue-heavy
finished the
game. I'll
race
talk
were
to
it
you.
not for an
after stream
urgent
or
work
something like that.
matter, much like the one I'm on now.
Actually, you don't.
I'm Pretty sure I do.
The
I
Wayfarer
police.
Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license. It's a little known fact among us law officials. I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
Like the Anarchy Act.
No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
Of course.
The woman
Yes.
is silent, smiling while the waves lap
I mean, this
against
is
her
all the
hull.
stuff I...
In your hand, under the plastic, a light blue passport saying Republic of Vespa. The coat of arms has a lion and an ostrich. Seagent. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you.
Year
Face
3 in the
adorned
commune
with
of Revachol.
frown lines.
We have
and
no
crow's
idea,
feet.
but
The photo
gauging by her
is recent.
age, she's
The
probably in her
name
50s
reads,
or 60s.
Rejoice
Yeah, so
later
3 years
this
after
year.
the Communist Revolution.
So yeah, it's got to be at least 50 years old.
Doomer Media. Okay. Here's
Yes.
the thing.
But please don't call me
This
that.
way. Doomer Media made exactly one video that anyone cared about, and it was the Vosh is evil video. And then that video blew the fuck up massively, and Vosh got his ass burned. And then Doomer did like a media tour going on every single person's stream. Destiny's, Sargon's, Adam and Sitch. He was all over the place. And he made 1 billion connections. And good for him. But then he made no other videos. And now he's just known as like the guy who did that. And then he quit Giga Chad. Yeah. At the height of his popularity, Doomer vanished.
Based.
Like a fucking superhero.
Based. He doesn't need to make money. People just genuflect him
Like
on the
the
street.
Avatar.
Exactly.
Voice is much more efficient.
To be honest, Doomer's other
My
videos were
husband is.
good, but
I
he
have
like
dual
purged his channel, so it's
citizenship.
like
A
okay.
Vespertine is handy.
Doomer, give me all your videos, your entire backlog. I'll put them up. I'll even do the one. I'll even put up one that you didn't really like about the hippie
She
dippy.
nods.
I want
and
that to be
returns the
archived. It was actually
plastic
pretty
bag
good.
to her coat.
Good.
Doesn't elaborate. Leaves Giga Chad.
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms. I'm not at liberty to
I have a
discuss the
hydrate water
company
bottle.
balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Jesus.
Hey,
And she's
billion.
here?
The money I owe is so.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend
people,
on
holy
Wild
shit.
Pines for their
Yeah, man.
paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families?
Yep, that's how it is,
a
Brian, man.
tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Okay.
I don't know
Centuries
any
of
those
care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor.
Suzerain,
Vessels
imagine,
pass
like a
through the
marquis
great
or-
unrest to
or,
re-emerge
Earl
with
Duke, whatever.
apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. They started as
Oh,
an
God.
exploration and centuries of care. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Got a commercial for lard
There are
opening in
no
the
minor
street.
cogs in the
Nice.
system.
I got a new
Each
thought.
terminal must be accounted
Ooh,
for,
good,
lest
good.
the
I
entire
put that shit
system
in.
break.
15th
Every
of the
hiccup in
tribe.
such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
Wow, just.
Awesome. 5 hours, 55 minutes. Cool. So I'm actually going to remember some history. History. Oh. Dog.
gonna save it.
Yep. It's just so much dialogue.
Everything.
So much
Right
fun.
up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
I don't
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half
She
the
is a
civilized
lady.
world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official
She's a
title is
lore
Senior
lady?
Labor Negotiator.
Yeah,
In
she's
practice,
just giving you all the details
I'm a
of the
grocery
world.
clerk.
Yep.
I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
Yeah.
Dude. I rolled a 10.
Good job.
On a 10.
Now they won't even let
Is
me
it
into
out
the
of 10?
harbour.
I have no idea.
There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Giga Chad.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant.
Racist
I
against
guess
who?
that's part of their big tent
Midgets.
organization
He's a
now.
giant.
Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for later.
Is that a sign of comeback with the Kitsuragi?
Let's say I was not making the kind of
I'll check it
progress
out. Well, no,
I did
Kitsuragi's with
when
me.
I first arrived.
And when
That's what I
did
mean.
you
She
first
wants to
arrive?
talk to you when Kitsuragi gone.
I arrived
possible.
3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
How the fuck are you staying in this place when it's this cold? Like,
I don't know, dude.
This isn't the first time the union has gone
you know
on
what
strike.
it is?
What?
Because the only place that has rooms is a fucking dump.
It's that fucking dump.
It's
yeah.
the whirling.
There
That's
have
how
been
she
2
goes.
prior
She'd rather
strikes.
sleep on a
Both
boat.
times the union won significant concessions,
Well, to
including
be honest, like, if you
overtime
dock
pay
somewhere,
and a
you might
medical
as well sleep
plan.
on your boat. If
This
you,
time
Depends.
their
It
demands
depends.
are more, I guess you could say,
You're paying for the dock
aggressive.
spot.
Docking fees are not cheap.
Exactly. So sleep on your boat rather than getting a hotel in town.
It again, it depends. Like if you're just stopping and staying in the marina, like I would know. If you're just going there and
Mr.
you're
Clare
staying in the
told him
marina,
to-
you're staying there for a couple
How
days,
did
you're
he
gonna
put
maybe
it?
check out the town,
Hi,
go shopping.
Sparkles.
Hello.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes,
Basically,
every worker, a member of the
Deb
board.
is used to women saying "fuck off, midget" to him.
Over aggressive commie posture.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board. Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of
2,200
each of the
workers?
2,200 workers in its Martinez
Oh my
terminals.
god.
Just
This
so
is
you
how it is when you
understand,
have fucking
this is
worker
but one of
democracy.
22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group. That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery.
To Margaret
But
Thatcher.
there's been
She
no
does.
follow-up, just the same
It's
nonsensical
very
slogan repeated over and
70s,
over again.
80s, very stiff
And
upper
now-
lip woman.
People are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
The scabs. You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the Union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
I wasn't talking shit, Denzel.
If these strikebreakers were organized
I
by
was
Wild
saying
Pines or its affiliates,
that,
then it would be a company secret.
God.
I could not share it with
What was
you.
it again?
Not yet,
What?
at least.
Well, I forgot what I was saying about Denzel earlier.
I don't remember.
Oh, I was saying that our mutual friend Vicar was going to hire you to be his assistant.
Oh!
And he was going to put you in a maid's uniform and make you photocopy shit and bring him coffee and give him blowjobs.
Oh, yeah, right. I remember saying, yeah, Dev's just projecting. He's just fantasizing on his next jack off.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard
Listen,
is fantastic.
you don't understand boss-worker
I
relations,
imagine he has a thick,
Denzel.
viscous goo where you and
You
I
don't need to
have
be
blood.
into him. He just needs to be into you.
Sometimes that's neither.
If you were to prick him with something
Hello,
you could see
Sparkles.
oozing out.
H-E-L-L-O.
No, a rapier.
Oh, heavens, no. We get along just fine.
This is why Me Too exists.
Yet now that you mention it,
Yep.
I can't stop
Dude,
imagining
I
that
can't
black
wait until Me
treacle
Too is
just
totally
dribbling down his
discredited.
double
I can just go back
chin.
to raping with impunity.
He is the most corrupt
God!
individual I've ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is
Wow!
anyone
Were you
venal
Russell
or
Brand?
unbelievably nepotistic, then it's his twin
Speaking
brother,
of all
Edgar.
this shit, what do people think about Russell Brand? I'd actually forgot about it until now. I was going to bring it up.
Yes.
I can't
Edgar
wait
looks
until I can just
exactly like
hire
his
cute
brother,
women for my
except
business
for that
and then
lazy
coerce them
eye.
into sex, and
He
it
also
can be viewed
talks
as moral
exactly
once
like
again.
Everard does.
Nothing
and
you do
when
is
one's
moral.
term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
It's not what Russell Brand did during the lockdowns. It's
how
what he
they
allegedly
circumvent the
did
term
like
limits, you see, with a
2006
funny little switcheroo.
onwards.
While in
Honestly,
office,
if you're
they've
coming up with
embezzled
like a
God
fucking
knows how
allegation
much of their
17 years
workers'
later, I don't
dues.
give a fuck. Go away. Like, bring this shit to the cops.
I'll lay out the picture for you then. 4
The
allegations,
Debarders
4
Union
different
was
women.
once a perfectly normal
this to do,
institution.
Dave.
20 years
Fine.
ago, anyway. It
You're
must
just
not
talking
have
through
been
all of it.
easy to establish
Come
under
on.
the Emergency
so-
Act. But they
How
did
much is
it.
going here?
I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then
Yeah.
something happened
So
in
Fat
the
Ass
local
has a
chapter
brother.
elections.
There's two.
The
There's
brothers Clare
two of
came
you.
and transformed it into a. How do you say?
You're gonna basically have a clone. You're gonna split off through mitosis, and he's also gonna become a union leader.
Christ.
A mob. The Debarders are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
This is only a game that mentions Marx. My character is nowhere near Marxist. He is hardcore capitalist.
Are you going to be a fascist, Dave?
Refreshingly
Maybe
honest,
I am.
officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the
socialist
Debarders Union is... Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers. I'm glad you asked. There was a
Experience,
woman,
nice.
Oh.
the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter
Wow.
phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This fool.
Miss Sparkles, I think you're
Mhm.
actually, like, behind. You're responding to things like 10 minutes ago.
Sadly,
okay, though.
the
Yes.
company records do not even give a name.
Hello from the future.
She's just
wonder who
forewoman
this
in private
woman is.
correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name. And I don't have access to the Union's files. Indeed.
I'm very into this
The
story, by the
company
way.
suspects foul play.
It's making more
But
sense
there's
now.
nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is
I
these kinds of
kind of
things
wish we'd
happen
gone to her
around
first.
Claire's. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
I almost did. I was heading.
We gotta kill we gotta kill time until 22 hours.
Yeah.
Thank you for your concern, man. We'll be just fine.
Mr. Clare told him
I'm
to
not following
fuck off,
anymore.
midget.
What do you mean, Butters? What are you talking about?
Beaumont is short of... Yes. Mr. Clare told him to fuck off, midget.
Okay, where's it?
Go. Yes. Keep in mind, of course. How else can I help?
Okay.
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share
Alright.
with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh no!
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective? I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Oh God, what?
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
I could have eaten it for all I know.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our
She
conversation.
probably says the same thing to you both.
Yeah.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge. Of course. But
Okay.
before we do, officers, let me be perfectly clear.
Huh?
The situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business,
So we
the
need our
better
badge
for all
that
of us.
she will talk to us about the lynching, unless we manage to like.
Or
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
Okay.
what?
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow. The vows are blood and flesh. Lower intestine. The term is metabolic and
What the
circulatory
fuck?
system. Fascism, Brota. Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revishal's problems? Yes, them.
Leftist
but also
academians.
women.
Women.
Women. Men of war. You don't like them.
Where did this
They're
come from?
insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol.
It's fascism telling you what to do.
Go back to the fucking kitchen.
Women need to go back to the.
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place. Many things, but
Where
it's
did
mostly
this come from?
about
Like,
trusting your gut.
Okay,
Who does
hold
your
on.
gut tell you
Foreigners,
is the source of
financiers.
Revishal's
Yeah, financiers.
problem? Yes, them. But also,
Also,
women.
Women.
Women. Men
Wow.
of war.
So hold on. This
That's
guy's
what
fascism
boils
is
down
just
to. The rest
blaming
is also
women.
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth because you've said the hard things that others won't say.
What
Good
the fuck
so-
is?
You've
hold on.
said them
Because
many
we've gone.
times.
Just wait. So, because we've said things that are anti-communist,
Our stomach is now telling us.
to be a fascist. Wait, there's secret tallies for the different political ideologies showing up after making enough dialogue choices.
That makes sense.
Okay. Fascism has
Okay. Yes, let's call it that. Good thinking.
Okay, we'll call it tradition.
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Yes.
Women.
That's
Okay, wait.
what you're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota.
Are we gonna be a fascist? Do it.
For the nation, smart. Best not to mention the women too often.
Can we, hold on.
That's
You
why
have-
you're the head and I am the stomach.
There's a fucking conversation. Okay, here. Move one of your two into those empty spots. Oh wait.
Unlock it with a skill point.
Oh, okay. Remove. Well, no, you're still learning that one. So remove one of the ones you've already learned. Burning Capper Shivers raised to 6.
Can't. Have to forget it.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's how it works. Okay. All right.
They fucked this place. It's in ruins. The Koikos and the Kips and the amateurs with the desert pig magic spinning tops. They fucked it. Orgies, liberals, and Vespertine moneylenders too. They're all socialists, especially the women in the Kips. The oil vagging of those beans was clearly a good, strong state must be erected upon the ruins. Any of us have a future. The shadowy outlines of the state start forming every time you close your eyes.
Yeah, this is a very like incomplete vision of what fascism is.
Okay,
man.
Okay.
The fastest path is more pathetic and funnier. Excellent.
This is what Harry thinks fascism is. Okay.
All right. So now that I've done that,
yeah,
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try
okay,
to.
Okay. Well, before we start,
Good. What can I
Rock
help you with?
mentioned that he might quit streaming. Listen, it's up to you, man. Like, it's almost impossible to make it as a content creator, to be honest. So
It's hard.
if you enjoy doing it, you should do it. But like, if you're getting bummed because you're not making it, then you're probably just gonna kill your own passion for it, you know. So I understand it sucks, but I mean,
You could always just try doing it less often too.
if you just want to do it for fun, it's not a big deal. If you get low viewers, but like, hey,
Yeah.
I understand, man. It sucks. Honestly, like when I went through like the 3 fucking like cancelings that I've had in the past couple of years, we lost viewers every time, and I always felt bad about it. Oh, and you know what? We haven't recovered, right? The gaming stream has like half the viewers it had a year ago, because I opened my big fat mouth several times.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I enjoy doing this more than anything else, so that's why I do it. I do it for the love of the craft, baby.
I'm just in it for the bitches.
Are you?
You have.
No, you're not just chopping
And how
them. I
did
don't
you
mean
like
that,
Mr.
Butters. You know what I
Clare?
mean.
Finally, time to choose.
He's a bloated rainbow socialist.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself.
Okay.
However, if you felt
Siding
like
with the business people
discussing
of the union
something,
does not
how
make
could I stop
us
you?
fascist.
Are we not human?
Fascists were very
Are we
pro-union.
not
They just wanted to be at the head of the
curious
union.
to hear?
Tell her she'll
Don't
like
skip.
you for it.
God damn it. Yeah. Trying to let me find my gun, yeah.
Oh, that's so helpful of him.
Enlist her help instead.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people
He's
about
pissed.
it to gauge their
Oh
reaction.
yeah, because
It's all part of detecting.
you're admitting that to this woman. Is,
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else? Oh. That's so
The
for
lieutenant,
God's sake.
he's
incredible. Well, maybe,
You choose
of
the
course,
option.
detective.
no, it's because I'm using.
something come up
I'm
later
trying to go back
down the
between
road?
the keyboard and the
Don't
mouse.
be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you
We gotta
with?
stretch, and we gotta hydrate. Oh man. Miss Sparkles. Miss Sparkles is like
That's
a
the man
woman
who
who's a
was
little bit
killed.
older than me.
I'm
I
afraid this
think
is a
she said she had
discussion
some
for once we've
kids,
cleared the
like-
lynching question.
Publicly.
I don't know.
So, no, I made a post
Better
about
not tie the force
woman
day to the
who-
backstay on this.
shit on me
I
in
hope
high
there is
school, but
something
then
else
messaged
I
me
can
back
help
on
you with.
Facebook to try to like reconnect.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, fuck these women. And she's like, you're not talking woman like me, are you? I was like, no, Miss Sparkles, you're actually quite cool. No.
No,
I've had bad experiences with women from our school.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Me
You're
too.
back.
My God.
They just haven't.
Good.
They haven't messaged me to try to.
What
you
can
know.
I help you with? This
You know.
reality.
But no, I wasn't talking about you, Miss Sparkles.
Ah, yes.
You're completely
the
cool.
Episode. Sounds like an
Sparkles is
acute
Dad's mom.
case of
Fuck you.
encephalopathy now that I think of it.
Oh, we could have come back without Kim. That's right.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions
Yeah, I really.
perfectly well.
But I can't.
He
I
only
gotta wait
needs
till the
a
debriefing,
low
so I
down
can't jettison
all
this
of
fucker.
reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer.
Oh.
I'll help
I
however
better
I
be.
can.
Oh.
We're in
wait.
Martinez, baby. A
Baby.
casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd.
Yeah, figured.
It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all? Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North
No,
of
we're
the
like in the
881
same
and
age bracket
Jamrock.
for sure. Sparkles.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say.
Why are you gonna
Forgotten
beat my
even.
ass? What the fuck?
I'm not a good
Yes.
ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
No, Miss Sparkles, we're the same age.
That's Martinez. What's Revachol? Yeah. I want to learn
Revachol.
about exactly what the fuck
Revachol
this
is what you
geography
call a
Well,
city.
we should have already known that Revachol was the.
It's the CB. Yeah, that's it.
Great kind.
The great.
That's why we're the RCM. We're like the Revachol militia.
Yeah.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries. The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed. In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago, they say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people. In the middle of the Insulindic Ocean. The world's connected tissue. It's where the money is. Oh, we're quite a way off. About
200 million people in that archipelago.
A sparkle of lights on the horizon.
God.
Like evening stars above the curvature
Then again.
of the planet.
How many people are in Indonesia again?
I don't know, dude.
Pretty sure it's a lot.
That's where the center of the Earth is. Over there.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
We're getting tons of thoughts out of this chick, dude.
Okay.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something
Man, I would
about a
love to
lowdown.
somehow.
This
like,
has been informative. Thank you, man. I'm sure my
play
memory
this
impaired
on my
partner
own, but
has
I don't
many
know,
more
write your
questions
save.
to ask about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow.
Can't
Isn't
make
that
your
true,
own
man?
saves.
Yeah, I don't want to get them all mixed up with Dave's though. Because they're all on the same
Absolutely.
list, you know?
My commitment here is long-term.
Wouldn't I be lazy if I don't do it all now?
Oh, of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far, and diligent boys remember where they left off.
Indeed.
Okay, hold on.
I'm always at your service.
Legendary and impossible. Just wait. Most over them?
This is 28. This is 3.
Oh my god.
Glad to have been of
Do
assistance.
you want to try them?
The only one I would really want to try was
Good.
the
What can I
the
help you
badge.
with?
Yeah, I think you're too.
I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care
No.
of formal protocol.
Not women your. I'm not saying women your age are trash fires.
The women from our hometown
who are in our age
You're
bracket.
back.
It's just like,
I'm afraid I can't say any more until
Feelings.
failure. So whenever we
fine.
talk about like the women from our school years, right? We're always like women our age.
you're back.
Yeah.
That's generally what we mean.
What can I help you with? I'm afraid
Usually,
I
yeah.
can't say any more until we've taken.
Feelings.
Are we gonna keep doing this?
You're back. Good. I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken care of.
Feelings.
I want to get through this
You're
without
back.
needing to get the badge.
Good. I'm
I have
afraid I
no idea where
can't
it
say
is.
any more until we.
Feeling.
It's like you probably chucked it off the balcony somewhere.
You're back. Good. I'm afraid I can't say any more until.
Feel.
You're back. I'm afraid I can't say any more until.
Feeling.
There's like a 25% chance, man.
28%.
You're back. Good. I'm afraid I can't say any more until we've taken.
Feeling.
Dave's gonna brute force it.
You're back. Good. I'm afraid I can't say any more.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuates.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
Okay.
I'm a dick.
But expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before.
That's fine.
To no
See,
avail.
look.
Perhaps someone with
Got another
your
mission.
authority and
Hey, Laura,
resources
where
might
you
turn
been?
over the right
What's up?
stones.
I think like I've been banned
You can
off of
recover your
Twitter
badge,
and then
Though
rejoined
if I may
like
be
5
blunt with
times.
you, it sounds
And
like
but-
that may be a
I'm
lost
always like, "Hey,
cause.
Laura," but he never like recognizes
Detective,
my new
A
Twitter
word in
account. It's
private
like, oh.
before we continue.
So I keep getting fucking nuked off Twitter.
It's because you don't know how to separate business and personal.
Why would I?
Because that's what people do in order to not get kicked off platforms all the time.
Nah.
Well, you're gonna be dumb. You're gonna face
okay, wait,
consequences.
wait, he wants to talk to us. Look.
What does he want?
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands. No, if there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate.
Thanks, Laura.
Otherwise, she could claim
Did
we
you
are
abandon
siding
doing
with the
YouTube full
Union,
time?
or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand
She
for her
seems like he
information
seems
on
mad
the
that we
engine.
decided to help her.
Well, he's basically trying to make the best of a bad situation.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but
Depression
do
ice
we
cream
have the
Sunday.
time?
Why are you depressed?
The world is
Sorry,
large,
dude.
and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
I mean, it sounds pretty good.
You could request a new one from the station, but that would
Yeah, it
literally
makes sense,
take
Laura.
months.
Where's the disco at? Look how our main character's dressed, buddy.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking. Number 1.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Yeah, raw ingredients, the chemicals that the guys.
Ingredients for what,
That
man?
all easy.
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL,
God.
and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
I'm sorry, dude.
It sucks, man.
Shit, yeah, baby. It's the party pipeline. Why would you want to shut that down?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various
trying to
sites
stay
in and around
kind of
Jamrock
professional.
Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade now. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no, As far as the company knows, the Union
Oh, I
does
still
not
ask.
produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
The party
I assure
pipeline.
you, officer, these are not the sort of parties you'd want to attend.
She has no idea what kind of parties you've been to.
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Everard and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link. The lorries. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city.
Oh,
Once
the
they
Jack.
reach
That
Jamrock,
dumb
they're
kid.
distributed
No, that dumb
to a
old man
network
who's
of
singing.
local manufacturers,
You'd be
well
able to do
beyond
something
our
for us.
grasp.
Right.
But in transit, they
Oh,
are
easy.
vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now.
I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
Her irises are light green, like the river
Well-
Esperance in bright daylight. Upstream.
I mean, we're gonna have to investigate that area,
We are.
no matter what.
Dude,
I'll
if
be
Dev was
explicit.
black, we'd still be your
If
friend.
you find this driver,
Yeah, but I'd still hate
I
him.
will share company
Some black
secrets
and
with you.
Irish.
No, because it's Dev.
Find the driver, I'll share company secrets with you. Okay.
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers. No. We asked
good.
East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge.
Must be
The road company is a partner of
getting
one of our
somewhat close to that
subsidiaries.
point.
However,
However,
this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge,
Oh, no.
and the operation will continue.
Yep.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
A cold breath rushes in from the bay, making its way down the alleyways and potholed streets. From Martinez to Jamrock, in the traffic you hear the clinking of glass vials, concealed beneath tarpaulin. Or is it just
A lot of it. It comes in from large Samaran factories in South Safre, Sigai, and Sinyao. The literage they must get from this terminal alone must be oceanic.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a
So
unique
the island's
opportunity.
all backed up.
I'm sure
Holding
you
all the drugs
understand.
in on here. Here's the solution. We'll just go do all of them. So there's no more.
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
And writers and
There was a
actors
shakedown
too.
of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely... Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely.
So
then
it's
loaded
drugs
onto lorries and driven to
that are
Jamrock.
funding the union
You simply
strike.
need to find one driver who will open up to you. Yes?
Let's take the case. Fuck these guys.
Excellent.
These drugoids.
According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering
well, they're
near
not
the
going anywhere,
roundabout.
so this is
Hopefully
something
one
I
of them will know
don't have to
something.
do now.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you
It's
need.
going full. Yeah.
In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of
That's more
assistance.
questions. For reality.
More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late for the big time.
the smile of a predator? No doubt what she's got in mind.
You got a predatory streak.
All men are predators, dear. Nothing much to be done about that.
Good God.
It's all a matter of where you get to follow
Roman
your
Empire? Yeah,
teeth.
sometimes.
The revolution.
No.
Yeah. So what is
Those guys that got beaten up in Asterix comics?
what is the revolution?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights.
Huh.
It's a real kerfuffle.
Who got shot in the
Those
head?
would be the communists.
Based.
Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Based.
And the anarchists, too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it. Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture
I love that
capitalist in
king.
Grad. Which one? Actually, it doesn't matter. King Guillaume has always been my favourite. He could smell a Piat disaster
base.
brewing. So he got out alive, and his nephew
Doesn't
Fristel
elaborate,
got shot
leaves,
in
leaves his
place.
kid, his sibling's kid to get murdered.
Nice.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen.
Wait, hold on.
It was a wild
Fascism
time.
is
The
anti-monarch.
liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary
Wow, this is a very
arrangement.
communist view of what all
Some
these
were rich enough to
ideologies
stay
are.
with the Constitution.
There you go. You got your
with
fodder.
monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
Based.
Remember this, kids. Remember this moment. This is
They didn't
this is
win
this is
so
desert
much as
fodder for a
survive.
video.
We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember? To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights. The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground.
Yeah.
The ocean, the laws, and the people. The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do. The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head.
Sounds good.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional
moralists
rulers
won.
of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world.
I would
These
not
guys are
want to live in
strong.
Revachol ever.
This is
We
their
already
zone
are, I
of
think.
control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate
French
approach
Brazil.
to head
Oh,
shooting.
no.
In your line of work, I mean. The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease.
Oh God, a
which the
pandemic did it.
authorities in Grad called
COVID, no.
Then Mazov came along and
And then
overthrew the
Mazov.
government.
Oh
It made
no.
people overthrow their governments.
Wow, really?
Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual
Oh, it turned
causes
everyone to
of the
brainless.
revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark. From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's
Handsome
government
and
was
Bev.
overthrown
Oh.
in '08, and the
Today's
coalition
handsome.
crushed
Hello.
the Revachol commune 2 years later.
Hello and goodbye.
It was the end. Why?
You know, our neighborhood's been
You and I, officer.
more loud now that we have a bus going
Our
down
lives
a road
in the
nowadays.
zone of control.
Well, and the gunshots.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Oh, wow, proximity.
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the Citizens' Militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The Zone of Control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the Suzerain and the Commune.
Okay.
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the fifth
Wow,
decade.
so the rest of the world is like way more advanced than we are.
Yeah.
43 years. Hard to fathom, I know. The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell. The 30s,
Pretty good, actually.
things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's
Past
blessing.
2 hours now.
For the first time
fine, I'm
in a
enjoying
long
this.
time, it seemed like things were going somewhere. No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are.
Yeah, this place looks like a hangover turned into a city.
More or less.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Wow, 70 experience.
Good question. What would you have done differently?
Your jaw clenches. Give the lady a taste of your wisdom.
Killed more 400 million gigacha.
Cold runs down your spine as you say the words, like a small electric shock.
I see. A tenth of humanity. The key of history is in the lock. Keep turning at any cost.
Until the middle class, the gentry, and the workers are all gone, and the age of man is... So hold on. The first one is communism. The age of capital is past.
Yep.
The insanity is crushed and official reigns. So that's the fascist, or monarchist, or whatever.
I guess monarchist, yeah.
So it's all mine. That's like just pure self-interest.
That's just pure anarcho-capitalism.
And then that is just like apocalyptic. Like everyone should die.
Anarcho-capitalist.
The wind stops, and for a moment, there's silence. The cold dissipates into your parietal lobe like a dissolved bullet. All is quiet on the Martinez Inlet. A dog barks. A gunshot echoes off the walls of some distant building. A woman's
Hobocop
voice.
indeed.
It's all yours.
All yours. That's been the motto of many an Indo tribe. There is something clarifying about that strain of ultra-liberalism. Believe it or not, Wild Pines isn't even the most notorious example. That would be Saint-Baptiste. You can go quite far with that attitude.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
Speak for yourself.
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Understandable. They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality.
Okay.
Is there
You wanna
anything
try some
else
of
you
these,
want to
or-
know?
Gonna save it, try it later.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Wait, can I have some money?
I'll ask her that first. It's the last thing I'll do.
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable. You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
This is about my man, Giga Chad. Playing this was shitty a fucking person.
Yes, you should be able to take care of yourself. Not grovel at her beautiful feet, dishonoring yourself and your organization with this request.
As I was saying,
Goddamn.
if there's any way I may be of assistance,
Now it's become a...
please don't hesitate to ask.
No, that's fine.
Hey.
What?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Wait. The communism?
You keep saying things like, down with the
Oh my god, I gotta stop
the rich,
clicking on things.
Sodomize the
No, I'm fine with
landowners.
this. Let's keep going.
Impale all people who have
gotta
more
lay
than
down.
25
Fuck this.
real in their pockets. Literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political
Let's
beliefs.
go. It's time for hypocrisy.
That kind of
We're gonna be fascist communists. That sounds like me.
Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big
Okay, what's this communism
builder?
even about? Let's see.
Failure. It's about failure. Yes, abject failure.
Oh god.
Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb stomped and pissed on. Until
I'll
you
do
come
it
along.
this
You will
afternoon.
reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will.
Fucking
Human
god.
will fail to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade.
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Azovian socioeconomic. Okay, all right, you want to talk to us again?
I'm done. This game is nothing but prompts. I'm done.
Just talk to him though. Here we go.
It's gonna take another 10 minutes. Every time I get a prompt, it turns into like 10 minutes of dialogue.
Okay, that one is only here, so let's do it here. And then we'll be done. Okay.
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. Let's talk to him anyway. An officer of the RCM shouldn't be sleeping in the street. We'll figure something out.
Okay. So now, what you can do is you can head back to... Oh, yeah. Wait. Don't spend it here. Spend it on your perks. Unlock another perk slot. And start researching a new thought.
Let's see.
-2 visual. -2 visual calculus.
That's not good.
-1 composure.
I might as well go for this one because at least I don't have any.
Okay, internalize that shit. Okay, so next time we play this, because you're done for the night, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Okay, next time we play this, we have to go back, do our debrief with Kitsuragi. He goes to bed. We gotta go steal those boots.
Yep.
And come back and talk to this.
Talk to the lady. Yep.
Yeah.
Talk to Joyce. Rejoice.
Yeah, dude, we finally found a game too artsy for Dave.
It's the fact that it's artsy, but there's just so much. This.
It turns out that I am the true intellectual here.
I don't care. You can have it. I'll be the realist. I don't give a shit.
Aren't you engrossed in the story? This is amazing.
The broad strokes are fine with me. It's just the amount of politics in here is just I get sick of it after a while. Dev, some people sail, some people loot politics.
Plebeian.
Oh no, I'm a sailor, Dev. I'm already above you.
All right. Well, we're gonna sail away for tonight. Goodbye.
Tally ho.